That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? I think, as far as the Star Wars side goes, you guys know I believe this. Since the original trilogy of New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi, which is obviously the greatest thing ever, the original trilogy, greatest thing ever. But since then, in all the decades that have passed, it is my, as a lifelong Star Wars fanatic's belief, that Andor, Season 1, is the single greatest Star Wars project we have ever had since the original trilogy was made. It's the best. And listen, there's several things from Star Wars we've gotten since Return of the Jedi that I really enjoy. You know, Mando Season 1 and 2. I mean, obviously, I love Rogue One. Rogue One's great. But I kind of feel Andor is like the best thing Star Wars has ever done since Return of the Jedi. I just think it's that good. And of course, Season 2 is now rapidly coming upon us. Now, we heard a little while ago that director Krennic was going to be coming back, and now we got our first look at him. Empire Magazine, as they often do, especially when it comes to Star Wars stuff, they gave us our first look at Ben Mendelsohn in his very classic director Krennic outfit, returning. And I'll scroll down to this too. We got him on the cover. There's the new Empire cover, the Ultimate 2025 preview. And of course, we got Andor featured on the cover there with Mon Mothma, of course, Cassian Andor, and director Krennic, who I love this character. I think, obviously the best scene for a lot of people in Rogue One is Vader doing his hallway of death. But, and that's right up there for me too, but also close to that, I love the scene where Krennic goes to see Vader and Mustafar and has that conversation. And I love that scene a lot. Now, they talked to Krennic about what could be going on in here. And where is it? There we go. I like this quote from Ben Mendelsohn. Just as Krennic bumped up against internal resistance in Rogue One, he'll have even more competition to face in Andor. Like Denise Go's ultra-ambitious Dedra Meero. I love that character in Season 1, by the way. A highlight of Season 1. Ben Mendelsohn says, if they didn't see eye to eye, to me, it's cute, Mendelsohn tells Empire of the Pairs Dynamic in our world-exclusive issue. Dedra versus Krennic? I think it's a bit of a mismatch. They're all underlings to Krennic. Expect plenty of jostling, even if the Imperial forces are all aligned in their aim. They're all going to be in one direction, sensed Mendelsohn. The Empire, if you speak your mind, there are differences of opinion. All right. I remember when news first came out that Ben Mendelsohn was going to be joining Season 2. My first impression, of course, is narratively, absolutely that makes sense. He's the driving force behind the Death Star. Andor is about leading up to the events of Rogue One, and Rogue One is all about getting the plans to the Death Star. So it absolutely made narrative sense that Ben Mendelsohn would be popping up in this. But it also made me something I didn't think was possible. It made me even more excited for Andor Season 2. I mean, I was already ludicrously excited because I love Season 1 so much. But now knowing that he was returning as Krennic, because Ben Mendelsohn, listen, I'll tell you this, he's like one of the best actors out there right now. Like, he's amazing, and he's been phenomenally good for a long time. And just him being there, I think is, as Rob used to say, would class the joint up.
Yeah.
And obviously that means we're going to lean more into the beginning stages of the Death Star. Of course, we got that at the end of the one Star Wars film where we see the Death Star plans. But I think this is great. It narratively makes sense. It's not just because, without the narrative purpose there, it could just be seen as what Star Wars does a lot of lately, which is empty calorie fan service. But this would actually be odd when you think about it if he wasn't there. So I love this. I cannot wait for this to come out. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Life 360 Tile Trackers. With the holidays right around the corner, it's all about family, fun, and of course, keeping track of everything while traveling or hosting. For me, that's where Life 360's Tile Trackers are an absolute lifesaver. These little things help keep the holiday stress in check. Whether I'm tracking my keys, wallet, or even our luggage when we travel, Tile Trackers make it easy to keep tabs on everything important. Just open the Tile app to ring it when it's nearby, or track down its location on the map if it's a bit farther. I had mentioned this one time I went to a poker tournament in Vegas, and I keep everything, my wallet, my tablet, and stuff like that, in this satchel backpack of mine, and I thought I lost it. I went crazy for hours until I finally realized I had left it in the car. If I had had Tile Tracker, it would have made my life a lot simpler. And here's one of the things I love about Tile. Tile syncs with Life 360, so I can see the location of my family members and all of our tiled items in one spot. So make your holidays a little less stressful and family-proof your season with Life 360's Tile Trackers. Visit tile.com and use the code Campea to get 15% off. That's tile.com. Use the code Campea. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? And the first image is very classic director Krennic pose and everything. Seeing him going up, maybe go head to head and clash heads with Meero a little bit. This could be fun. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.